Am I on? Is this going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Mobility Challenge, the mental mobility. We're talking about how I found strength in my mental health journey. That's what we're going to talk about today. In between, I'm actually going to work out. So this is a live, like I said, we're going to commit to doing so, but I'm going to tell you how I found strength and what really is the most important piece of that when trying to battle depression, anxiety. I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor. That's one thing for sure. I'm terrible at tests and I'm not that smart, but I do live it. Right? I do experience it. I do understand what it feels like. Ooh, music's gone. I do understand what it feels like to be, I don't even know, left out, alone, confused, frustrated, angry, sad, happy at moments. It's just I understand what it means to do that. And for me, I found my strength in strength, right? I found my strength in fitness, in working out, in doing things that make me happy, that make me alive, that make me want to do more like every single day. So as big of a challenge as that is from day to day, from week to week, from month to month, year to year, we have to find ourselves and really commit to what it is we're doing. Right. Like I don't want to, like I'll talk about this in every single video that I make. And if I'm working out, I do not want to work out. Right. I don't want to do it. I'll find every excuse or anxiety ridden reason to not do it, to sit back and do it later, to start next week, to start next month. Right? We all have that same thing. And as the new year comes along, well, I'm sure that everyone feels that way. I'm sure everyone is all ramped up and ready to go in a couple days. Right. And you can watch 1,000 health and fitness videos and you're going to know that everyone's going to jump off, right? Everyone's going to quit. And that's kind of the trend. And honestly, inside this industry, they bank on it. Do you think your gym actually gives a shit about you? I don't think so. Do you actually think EOS, that's the gym here on the West Coast, but like Gold's Gym or fucking anyone else, Retro Fitness gives a shit about your goals and your needs? They do not. You know what they care about? You quitting. Absolutely true. It's the biggest thing. I've worked in gyms. I've built gyms. I've owned gyms. I know exactly what it is they want, and that's called numbers. You don't have to be a good personal trainer, but if you're a good salesman, you'll get the better position than people that are actually way better as a trainer than the one person that is a better salesperson. Tell me I'm wrong, and if you think I'm wrong, comment down below. If you think I'm right, put a penis sign on the bottom. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to do a set really fast and I'll be right back. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to play some music while it goes. I'm going to do a set behind me. I'm doing overhead presses, but what's weird is that in this program that I'm doing, I'm actually going backwards. So this is reverse programming. So before I even started the main lift, I did all my accessories beforehand. So I did my self-myofascial release SMR. What's the abbreviation for that? I forget. So I did my rolling out, let's talk regular. And then after that, I warmed up and then I did my accessories. So I did a little circuit of pull-ups, bent over rows and bicep curls, each equaling about 30 to 60 reps, depending on the movement. Obviously, smaller muscle groups, I will do more reps of, and the bigger muscle groups, I'll add a little bit more weight and I will go a little bit less reps than the smaller muscle groups. And now that I'm kind of fatigued, or pre-fatigued, I have to go do my main lift, which is an overhead press, most likely a push press. And when I get back, I'll explain to you about why or how I found this strength, right? And it's really is something that I talked to with my brother this past week as we're wrestling, and it kind of made sense in relation to. So right back, let me play some, let's see what we got. What kind of music is this? Lo-fi. I'm a fan. I'll be right back. And I know some of you guys hate the LED lights. I did too, but now I'm starting to like them. Obviously, I'm stalling, right? So what you're going to see is three. So this is called a cluster. Okay, it's from my friend Smitty. I'm definitely going to try to get him on a podcast. If you are an old school strength guy, athlete, Smitty is the man. He works with Joe DeFranco. They're partners in their certification, CPPS, and it's going to be a cluster of threes. So at about 60% of my 1 rep max, this week I'm going to do 3 reps, 10 to 20 seconds, 3 reps, 10 to 20 seconds, 3 reps. So this is called a program called Ageless Athlete, and it really is for people, men or women, that are getting old, pretty much, right? You're fucking tight, you're older, and now you're gonna find that just working out is the most important thing in your life. So here we go. Yeah, Oh. Live streaming. Yeah, that was hard, son. So that was definitely not 60%. That was definitely not 60%. Especially in the reverse. I feel like if this was the first primary exercise, then yeah, it would be okay. I'm breathing pretty heavy. So that was 9 total reps at whatever that is, 95 pounds, nothing. But obviously to other people, it's something, correct? But let's talk about how I found strength. And this is really came down to a talk with my brother, and we were doing drilling. So we're doing hand fighting, wrestling, if you guys don't understand what that means. So just hand fighting up top. And then he showed me different entries on how to take shots without having to go to the ground, right? If you know wrestling, a lot of people, they do drop steps, low ankle picks. Everyone goes down low. And at an ageless age, right, it's hard to get down to that level, hard to get down to the knee to take the shots that you used to do in elementary school, high school, college. So I wanted to practice and learn different ways that I can do that. And when we were going through it, we're going through the technique, and then he just brought something up which he called the chase, right? In anything, whether it's MMA or wrestling or jujitsu, whatever it is, there's this point where you may have the perfect technique, right? You may have that perfect setup. You may have that perfect fake, the perfect shot, but the resistance is going to be the other person. Sure, on a dummy, you could do it, right? Not calling you a dummy. I mean, like that guy, Bad Bunny, back to the wrestling dummy. You could do these things over and over again. But on a real person, they're going to give you some type of resistance. And in between that, no matter what, right? No matter what you do, take the shot, move around, there's going to be that chase, right? And you have to keep going for what it is you're doing and or find a change in that variable. So if, say, they step back, now what's my next move? If they step back, what's my next option? Where am I going to go? And you're chasing, but notice you don't give up on the shot because you already entered, right? You already had the good setup. You already had it. And if you do not get it, you're not going to be in a bad position, right? You're not in a dangerous position. because you're setting yourself up with all the good techniques, all the right things to do. And now you're in, but now you got to chase for that takedown. And that's how I always look at it with strength, right? Or working out. I can have the best program, I can have the best equipment, I can be at the best gym and the best trainer, but it doesn't matter because at some point there's going to be resistance. You're not going to want to do it. You're too tired. You're depressed. You have anxiety. Your girlfriend broke up with you. Your boyfriend broke up with you. Something is going to happen, right? But you have to be strong enough to chase. You have to be strong enough to chase. And that also relates to my mental health, right? I know everything I have to do. I have to do tip when I get angry. I have to self-soothe. I have to work on positive affirmations. I have to go to therapy. I have to do a lot of shit in order to feel level, right? And I could do all those things right. But my brain will be like, fuck you today. Guess what's going to happen? You got to chase me. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to stay on path. I'm going to stay in the direction of the perfect setup, the perfect shot. And now it's my mind's turn to play defense. And I have to work around that. And I don't know if that metaphor made any sense to anybody, anyone, to anybody. But to me, it makes a lot of sense. Because I know when I'm going for a shot, there's going to be points where they're going to step back. So I have to keep attacking. I have to keep moving. I have to keep approaching this person in order to reach the goal that I want, and that is take them down to the ground and score. And that's the same thing. I have to wake up and do cold therapy. I have to wake up and do positive affirmations. I have to wake up and exercise, light walking in zone 2. Like I have to do things in order to make my brain work right. I have to eat right. I have to read, I have to educate, I have to speak. And sometimes with all those things, it's still a chase. And I still have to work very, very hard in order to feel level. Does that make sense? I gotta do a set. Then definitely a 5-minute break. I'll be right back. Listen to, what are you gonna listen to? You understand? The Chase? Yeah. I had a wrestler, his name was Chase. His name, no, he's alive. He's from Belleville. He's now a fireman. Chase. Weird, right? 2 friends, actually. LED's nuts. We're talking about that because that was not the thing falling. That felt way, way easier. Jeez Louise. Whew. That was tight. Oh, what's up, man? Comment. Let me know what you're up to. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate that. I can't breathe, son. I can't breathe. So the second time around, that felt way better. Look at those lights. It's like Star Wars. It felt way better. Now, you can say with that, right? Sometimes when you first start something, it's going to be hard. There's going to be resistance. There's going to be pain. There's going to be a lot of things that's going to say, stop now, pull back, do it another time. I believe that you definitely have to listen to your body in that way. You feel something that just doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel right, know that that is the correct decision. And I was going to do that because that first set just kind of felt really weird, right? Like twingy back, my shoulder was tight, but I got through it, right? And now on this second set, it felt super normal because my body just wanted to reintroduce itself to that stimulus, right? And that stimulus is something I've done over and over and over again, but it's been a while, a long time ago, not months ago, right? But I know that's not a heavy weight for me. It's just foreign. So, with that said, I warmed up correctly. I did everything right. I did everything to the program. And that first set still felt tough and it wanted me to stop. My body was like, don't do it. That's enough. That's that fight or flight, right? It's, here we go. Here's the stimuli. How's your body and mind going to react to it? So I attacked it the first set and I was like, let me see what the second set's going to feel like. The second set felt way, way easier, way better. And now I'll take that as a success. That's a piece of the same metaphor of a chase, right? I didn't feel good. It didn't feel right, but I still got through it. So let me just try again. Let me set up the same way. Let me go for that shot. And if it's there, I'll keep going. And now I felt like I had that shot over and over and over again. So I have one more set of the same thing. And now my mind is actually successful, right? And that's the benefit of working out, is doing something or some things that you think you cannot do. And I'm not saying it has to be heavyweight. I'm not saying it has to be long distance. Sometimes it's just the fact that you thought about it that night and set a schedule that I'm going to wake up and walk. And then you went out and did it. That is a successful check mark in my book. It's nothing tough, right? And it's nothing extreme, but it's something that's difficult for you to do because in order for you to wake up, put shoes on, get clothes on, put on a jacket, depending on where you live, like it's a lot of work just to do one thing. But that's the part of it, right? That's the tough part. But once you get through that and you get into the groove, you're probably going to feel 10 times better. And at the same time, you're going to be proud of yourself for checking something off that list. So I'm going to go back into my last set before I close out. I'm not going to leave you guys here too much longer, but thank you all for coming out today and watching today's podcast / live. What are we going to listen to? Dance pop? Let's see what this got. Oh, shit. Tell me about it. Ugh. And that's that. That's that. That's that. That sounds terrible. Whatever you guys listen to. Background music. Oof. Oh, you could fade it. Interesting. Let's do that. That shit sucks. All right. And that was the last one. Felt a little harder than the second one, but not as bad as the first one. But I'm done. All right. So it's 3 sets of a cluster of 3. We're at 3, 3, 3, with a little bit of break in between each 3. Next week, I'm supposed to increase that. I don't think I'm going to based off my performance today. I'm probably going to keep it there and then just repeat till it starts feeling comfortable again and being consistent. I have not been consistent in my workouts. I have not been consistent in anything fitness related. I'll do like the first 2 days and then the whole week flies by because of life. And then you pick up again on, Monday or whatever it is. I feel like everyone has that same cycle. So I want you to know, even as a fitness professional, you're not alone, right? You're not alone in the way things are. We may seem like we're all like gung-ho about working out, and I'm sure there's some people with wonderful testosterone levels and wonderful estrogen levels. They're young and they just feel good and vibrant. It's fucking hard, right? It's fucking hard to sit here and ponder whether or not I want that to drop on my head. Whether or not I want to stretch. Did you know that stretching is harder than working out for most people? It's crazy, right? Because at the end, now I have to do stretch protocol. I say I have to. I don't have to, but I tell myself I have to, right? Because I believe at this age, it is more important to stretch than it is to lift. That's impressive. That's cool. That's great. But if I keep doing that and I don't do the other stuff, I'm going to be in trouble, right? And I don't want to be some stiff dude that just can't wipe his ass. I'm not going to be that guy because I've been that guy and I don't want to do it anymore. I'd rather feel good, be mentally strong. I couldn't say the word mentally strong, mentally fit. And when I'm mentally fit, I know for a fact I will be physically fit. And that's just a fact. So do your best to start something. And if you need help, just comment. If you feel embarrassed, then message me. We all know where you can reach me. So do it, and I'll guide you in any way. I'm not going to sell you a product because I don't have one, right? I threw all that shit out a long time ago. If you just need help, and just need someone to talk to and figure shit out, hit me up, and we'll find a way for you to do it, whether it's guiding you this way or guiding you this way. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow, whether it's live or not. I'm still on, I think I'm on video 18 now, straight days, and I'm going to keep going. So thank you so much for coming out today, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Check out Patreon. If you really like it, check out my Patreon. I believe it's still Jersey to Vegas. So go to patreon.com/Jersey to Vegas. You want to help the channel, donate, do whatever it is. I forgot to set up the super chat on the YouTube. So if you want to, check it out and let me know. I'm here and I would appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Peace out. Until next time. This is the Mental Mobility Podcast. We're going to rock music. Oh, didn't work. Wait, hold on. Zoo. Oh shit. Perk. Nick Gingrandi. Tom Yanuzzi. Metal. It's not metal.